we are getting into this beautiful ancestral land 2 hours out from Accra called Asiedu. Now, this is owned by Joshua Asiedu. It's his ancestral land, and he welcomed us with open arms. Such a beautiful person, beautiful inside and outside. It's like his beauty just couldn't handle itself. It just had to represent itself in all ways, okay? So I commend him, first of all, for opening up the space and holding the space for us and allowing us into a land that he put so much passion into. He built this land with his hands. He cleared it out, everything by himself, and I am in awe with the tenacity, with the resilience that he had to create such a beautiful space. So shout out to him for allowing us to really just dive into nature, learning how to live sustainably, to be one with nature and living free. He really helped us to know how to cultivate, how to just be and just enjoy. And just the example of seeing someone take a land that was complete bush and create something so beautiful is truly inspiring. Let's get into the retreat, right? Because that's what we're here for. If you're not following him already, he's gonna be linked below. You have to hear his story, y'all. Like, dope. So this honestly was one of the best retreats that I've ever been on, and I've been on a lot. So that says something, right? Because not only did we learn a lot, we turned up, like straight turned up. Yes, we had a whole party where we created our costumes out of these leaves and just were free dancing under the stars with a big fire. Like, we turned up. We played basketball. we did so much. They were playing badminton. We trained a little bit with Joshua. He used to fight back in the day. We really turned up and learned a lot. Like I said, we learned to be. His handle is live to learn to live, and we literally was there learning to just live. This was my first time being on a retreat where everybody was from somewhere completely different in the world. Like, we had so much representation in this space. We represented Haiti, Barbados, the Netherlands, the US, Brazil, Italy, Ghana. So it was such a beautiful space. All of us are healers in our own ways as well. And it was so beautiful for us to be able to come together and share our gifts, share our love, and learn together, okay? And we enjoyed fresh foods from the land every day. We enjoyed really being in nature. This was my first time using a squatting toilet, and I don't know how to go back. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Apparently I have to buy like some type of stand or something so I can be able to squat, because when I say I don't know how else to release now. Like, that was the best release that I have gotten. There's no effort. It's just, you let gravity do it all. It's like, it's one of the best ways for you to release is through squatting. So this was my first time experiencing it, and it was really beautiful. There's something about using the bathroom outside and cleansing yourself outside, being able to cleanse yourself with the sun beaming down on you in all of the places. Like, there is something special. I loved being able to take a shower outside with the nature, with trees. Like, it was just such a beautiful experience, y'all. Let's get into what we actually learned, right? We learned how to harvest cacao from the plant to chocolate. So we used a long bamboo stick that was cut with like a sharp knife, curved knife at the end. You use that to yank it down, or kind of hit it down, right? Or you can twist it as Joshua is showing, and you cut it open, or you knock it open, And then inside you can suck on the soursop part, which is so sweet and so good. And if you bite into it, you see that on the inside, the cocoa bean is like a purplish color kind of. So you take that, you ferment it. We fermented it in a bucket. Actually, sucking on it helps the fermentation process. And you're going to clean it all out, so it's okay if you do that. So you ferment it for a few days, let it dry, roast it, de-shell it, and then you're ready to pound. So you pound until it is a thicker consistency. And so like the amount that you pound it, you can even make it too soft. So you want to make sure that you pound it to a good consistency where it still has that thickness to it. And then you add whatever sugar you want. So yeah, so we made our own chocolate bars, like, and they were so good. I was telling them when I was on deployment in Sicily, I had went to a chocolate factory and I loved how it still had the sugar crystals in it. And he was like, well, that's what we're gonna make today. And that's exactly how it was, like just pure goodness. Like, and it's something about doing it with your hands. It keeps all of the nutrients in the foods. Like, he was explaining that when you use machines, it actually strips some of the nutrients out of the foods just because of what the machines are made out of. So it's crazy to know how much of a difference things taste when you do things by hand versus when you use a machine. He also allowed us to taste some of the peanut butter that he makes himself. And you can't find no peanut butter that tastes like that in the stores. Like, legit, there's so much that we don't even think about that we would never know, because who is making things with their hands anymore? Back to learning how to do things on our own. What would you do if there wasn't a grocery store for you to go to? What would you do? Do you know how to survive? Can you tell what plants you can eat, what plants you can't eat? What would you do? Can you forage? Do you know how to grow in a way that is sustainable to the planet, that helps the soil regain more nutrients? Because the way that we are farming right now is killing the soil. I don't know if anybody here watches Sadhguru. I hope you do if you're on my channel, but he talks about how our soil is not good anymore. If we're not taking care of the soil and making sure that we're harvesting in a way that allows the nutrients to go back into the ground, what are we doing this for, y'all? What's the end goal? You know? So those are just a couple of the things that it really made me think about on this retreat, you know, because we also harvested banana. And he was telling us, like, when you're cutting down a banana tree, it's a certain way that you do it so that you can keep, so that it can keep, what's the word? So that it can keep propagating on its own. There's certain ways that you harvest that regains the nutrients in the soil. And so that's what we were learning, so that we can learn how to harvest foods and not go into famine, which is pretty important, right? So yeah, clearly this was my first time using a machete to harvest bananas or any of this. Like, this is completely new for me. I just started gardening last year, so like this is a whole new level, right? And yeah, that's why I came though. That's why I came to learn, right? And we had such a beautiful time. I'm gonna work on my machete skills, okay? So I'm gonna get better at that. I'm used to guns. I'm from St. Louis. I don't know what to say.
Now I'll give it the last one. I think if you find right here, to start coming.
Okay. Nice.
Good is supported by another banana, but it's coming.
Okay. Oops.
Okay.
There you
now
go.
it's ready.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Good job.
That was our question. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
This guy. You gotta do anything for him. Someone cut the bananas.
Somebody got it. Where's the machine? Just ancestral knowledge for this one.
Just at the time
I mean, yeah, I know it's ancestral knowledge.
yeah, I
you
was
know,
gonna say.
AKA
AKA
because
F around and find out.
people just know.
Trial and error.
So if a
Oh,
couple, both male and female, so it increases like sperm counts, like
Okay. Does it also help with your cycle?
You can make a juice out of it. You don't
raw.
have
You
to
add
cook it.
lemon or any kind of vitamin C. So lemon, orange, tangerine, grapefruit. Then you just drink it.
All right.
Does it also
Good for iron and fertility.
help?
Another thing that we learned how to do was make coconut oil and coconut milk.
I needed to use 14 avocados to get literally maybe 30 ml, you know. But as for this one, already 4 of them, it might give you 100 ml. So it's necessarily it's a good amount of oil inside, but also it's quite easy also to extract. So these are quite small coconuts, but I mean, you also always want to get the old coconut also. When you get coconut, when you see them on the tree, they might be most of the time green or yellow, but you see them with a sort of bright color. They are very young, and those coconut are those that are very good for drinking. So they're very fresh and nice and sweet. Those that are becoming older, you can still drink them, but sometimes they become a bit too old, and drinking them can give you like running stomach. And those that are old, they are the ones that develop a lot of meat inside, and there will be also batches of brown around the coconut. But if you see the whole point there that is surrounded by brown color, then you know that is old enough to extract a good amount of coconut oil. So to open it, beat it and rotate it. So we're gonna use the other side of the machete because we are not going to cut it, we're going to break it. Yeah, beat it and rotate it. This does even have water, and this actually is one. This one most likely was already somehow opened, and bacteria went inside it right now. It's still good for coconut oil. The smell is fine, but I wouldn't use it right now because I want to achieve a different type of out. And also the way you sit down will define also the efficiency of it, because now see I'm sitting on my side cheek so that it creates more pressure, but if I put it in the middle it would move much more. It's fine. To get to the sides, I'm gonna move the coconut sideways and I'm gonna do the same. Or at times you can also do like this, yeah? Mix it with water. So water you don't want it cold right now. Room temperature or even lukewarm is fine. And you mix it, how much water until you start seeing it rising up a little bit. And then you start to mix, that's why we wash our hands. So here we come in and we give it a proper massage, yeah? So hold our hands in here, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, little group. And then we're gonna squeeze all the milk out, yeah? So we're gonna take all the milk out of the fleshes, okay? Okay.
Then you use some sort of cloth so that you can collect the coconut pieces, drain it all out, and then you just have the coconut milk.
So as you do the fermentation, it can take place only in certain environments. You know, slight fermentation that takes place. So what's happening is that the water separates from the oil and the cream. And then you will see here, you see the water, you see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This all water, and the top layer here, this one is cream and oil. So now we're gonna further separate this one by boil all together. So the pot should be somewhere around there.
There.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're gonna take all the first layer and put it inside the pot, and then we're gonna cook it.
So you're gonna boil it and allow it to really cook and start to separate. So you'll see the oil start to separate from the fatty parts of the coconut. I think I stopped paying attention so much at this point because it started raining out of nowhere. It's dry season. It's not supposed to rain right now, so nobody was expecting it. And so I don't exactly remember when to tell that it's ready. But it's gonna separate, and then you're just gonna like drain that part out, right? And voila, you got coconut oil. I might have missed a couple steps because like I said, it started raining. So I don't know if I'm missing something, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Just know that if I had to do it again, I might make some mistakes, but eventually I'll get it. I got a good direction, you know? Sorry for all the background changes, y'all. I'm trying to get these videos done while I'm in New York. So yes, just bear with me. So not only is Auntie Emma a skilled cook, but she's also one of the best healers. And she came and she shared some of her knowledge with us, and I'm so grateful. She taught us how to heal a broken bone, how to heal certain ailments with herb, and also just how to improve certain things, how to improve fertility and other things like that, how to get rid of a cough. Like, she is amazing. Truly a beautiful, blessed soul. I'm so grateful for all of the knowledge that was shared. So grateful for all of the love that was shared. So just grateful. Just grateful. I am truly inspired, and as I said, at all. So yes, thank you to my soul family that I didn't know before, that I got to meet. I'm so grateful to have met all of you and to have shared this space with you. Thank you so much for opening up your home and your heart and allowing us in. I know, like, when I put a lot of work into something, I don't always want to share it right away. And you welcomed us with open arms, Joshua, and you made us feel like it really was our home as well. So thank you. Okay, fit check. This right here is a custom piece. We got the slit in the leg. Okay, this is from Tru Looks GH on IG. She's going to be linked so that you can check her out. Okay, this fit makes me feel like a princess, y'all. So I'm so excited to actually wear it out. But you know, I had to show you one of my Ghana looks for my Ghana videos. I'm gonna say it one more time. Make sure you follow him, okay? Support what he's doing. Get some of this good knowledge and be inspired to live. I love y'all. Please like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.